Have you ever wondered what life would be like if you truly loved yourself? What if the key to happiness, success, and inner peace was already within you? Imagine waking up each day feeling confident, valued, and unstoppable. This journey of self-love promises to unlock a life filled with joy, resilience, and fulfillment. Stay with us until the end, as we explore how embracing self-love can transform every aspect of your life, leading you to a brighter, more empowered future. Your life is about to change in ways you never thought possible. Way 1. Boosts self-confidence and self-worth. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to radiate confidence, effortlessly navigating through life's challenges with a smile? It's as if they possess an inner light that draws opportunities and positivity towards them. This magnetic quality is often rooted in a deep sense of self-love. When you learn to love and accept yourself, your self-confidence and self-worth naturally increase, leading to profound changes in your life. Self-love is the foundation of true self-confidence. It's about recognizing your intrinsic value, independent of external achievements or validation. When you love yourself, you no longer seek approval from others to feel worthy. Instead, you understand that your worth is inherent. This realization is empowering. It shifts your focus from seeking validation to embracing your unique qualities and strengths. Consider a time when you felt truly confident. Maybe it was during a presentation, a social event, or a moment when you achieved something significant. That feeling of confidence likely stemmed from a sense of self-assurance and belief in your abilities. Now, imagine experiencing that feeling consistently, regardless of the situation. This is the power of self-love. Loving yourself involves acknowledging your strengths and accepting your flaws. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a dear friend. When you make mistakes, instead of harsh self-criticism, self-love encourages you to view those mistakes as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective fosters a resilient mindset, enabling you to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease. One profound way self-love boosts self-confidence is by helping you set healthy boundaries. When you love yourself, you recognize your needs and prioritize them. You become comfortable saying no to things that drain your energy or don't align with your values. This assertiveness is not about being selfish. It's about respecting yourself enough to protect your well-being. As you establish and maintain these boundaries, you feel more in control of your life, which significantly enhances your self-confidence. Self-love also involves celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Often, we are quick to downplay our successes or compare them to others, diminishing our sense of accomplishment. However, when you practice self-love, you learn to appreciate and celebrate your progress. This positive reinforcement builds a sense of achievement and fuels your confidence. Each small victory becomes a stepping stone towards greater self-belief. Moreover, self-love transforms the way you handle criticism and rejection. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with opinions and judgments, it's easy to feel discouraged. However, when you have a strong foundation of self-love, external criticism loses its sting. You learn to differentiate between constructive feedback and baseless negativity. Instead of internalizing harsh words, you maintain your self-worth and use criticism as a tool for improvement. Another significant aspect of self-love is self-care. Taking time to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being is crucial. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and peace reinforces the message that you are worthy of care and attention. Whether it's through exercise, meditation, hobbies, or simply taking a break, self-care practices replenish your energy and boost your confidence. When you feel good, you naturally exude confidence and positivity. Furthermore, self-love fosters authenticity. When you love yourself, you feel comfortable being your true self. You no longer feel the need to wear masks or conform to societal expectations. This authenticity is liberating. It allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and build genuine relationships. People are drawn to authenticity, and this magnetic quality enhances your social interactions and professional opportunities. Imagine a life where you wake up every day with a sense of purpose and self-assuredness. A life where you trust yourself to handle challenges and embrace new opportunities. This is the transformative power of self-love. It shifts your mindset from one of scarcity and self-doubt to one of abundance and confidence. You begin to see possibilities where you once saw limitations and approach life with a bold, fearless attitude. In conclusion, boosting self-confidence and self-worth through self-love is a journey that transforms your entire existence. It empowers you to embrace your true self, set healthy boundaries, celebrate your achievements, and handle criticism with grace. As you cultivate self-love, you unlock a wellspring of confidence that propels you towards success and fulfillment. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with unshakable confidence and profound self-worth. Way 2. Enhances emotional resilience. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges, as if each setback is a crushing blow to your spirit? Imagine transforming that vulnerability into a wellspring of strength and resilience. This is another profound way self-love can change your life. When you truly love yourself, you build a robust emotional resilience that empowers you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and courage. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stress, adversity, and trauma. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but about handling them in a healthy, constructive way. At its core, emotional resilience is deeply connected to self-love. When you love yourself, you develop a compassionate and supportive relationship with yourself, which is crucial for bouncing back from hardships. Self-love encourages you to acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Instead of suppressing or ignoring negative feelings, you learn to accept them as a natural part of the human experience. This acceptance is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. By recognizing and validating your emotions, you create a safe internal environment where you can process and heal. This self-compassion is a critical component of emotional resilience. Consider a moment of intense stress or disappointment. Without self-love, such moments can lead to self-criticism and feelings of unworthiness. However, when you practice self-love, you approach these situations with kindness. You remind yourself that it's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. You offer yourself the same support and understanding you would extend to a friend in need. This self-compassion transforms your response to adversity, making it more constructive and less damaging. Furthermore, self-love equips you with the strength to learn from your experiences. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth rather than a defeat. When you love yourself, you trust in your ability to overcome obstacles and view setbacks as temporary. This optimistic outlook is a hallmark of emotional resilience. It empowers you to persevere even when things seem difficult, because you believe in your capacity to find solutions and adapt. Self-love also promotes a positive internal dialogue. The way you talk to yourself profoundly impacts your emotional resilience. Negative self-talk can erode your confidence and amplify stress, making it harder to cope with challenges. Conversely, positive self-talk reinforces your strengths and capabilities. When you love yourself, you naturally adopt a more encouraging and supportive inner dialogue. You become your own cheerleader, boosting your morale and resilience. Another aspect of self-love that enhances emotional resilience is the ability to set realistic expectations. Perfectionism and unrealistic standards can lead to chronic stress and disappointment. When you love yourself, you recognize that it's okay to be imperfect. You set achievable goals and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. This realistic approach reduces pressure and allows you to enjoy the journey rather than constantly striving for an unattainable ideal. Moreover, self-love fosters a sense of self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to influence events and outcomes in your life. This belief is crucial for emotional resilience. When you trust in your problem-solving skills and resourcefulness, you are more likely to face challenges head-on and find effective ways to overcome them. Self-love strengthens this belief by reinforcing your confidence and self-worth. Additionally, self-love encourages you to build a strong support network. Loving yourself means recognizing the value of seeking help and surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people. Emotional resilience is not about facing everything alone. It's about knowing when to reach out for support. When you have a network of caring individuals, you feel more secure and capable of handling life's challenges. Self-love helps you cultivate these meaningful connections, which are vital for emotional well-being. Self-care practices also play a significant role in enhancing emotional resilience. When you prioritize your well-being, you build a strong foundation for handling stress. Regular self-care activities, such as exercise, meditation, and hobbies, replenish your energy and reduce stress levels. They remind you that you are worthy of care and attention, reinforcing your resilience. A well-cared-for body and mind are more equipped to face and recover from adversity. Imagine a life where challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. A life where you can face difficulties with a calm and composed mindset, knowing that you have the inner strength to overcome them. This is the transformative power of self-love in building emotional resilience. It enables you to approach life with a balanced perspective, maintaining your well-being even in the face of stress and adversity. In conclusion, self-love profoundly enhances emotional resilience by fostering self-compassion, positive self-talk, realistic expectations, self-efficacy, and a supportive network. As you cultivate self-love, you develop the inner strength to navigate life's challenges with grace and fortitude. This emotional resilience not only helps you recover from setbacks, but also empowers you to thrive in the face of adversity. Remember, the journey to emotional resilience through self-love is ongoing, but each step you take fortifies your spirit and enriches your life. Way 3. Improves relationships. Have you ever wondered why some relationships seem harmonious and fulfilling, while others are fraught with conflict and dissatisfaction? The secret often lies in the relationship you have with yourself. When you cultivate self-love, it profoundly improves your relationships with others, bringing more harmony, understanding, and joy into your interactions. Self-love sets the tone for how you treat others and how you allow others to treat you. When you love and respect yourself, you naturally expect the same from those around you. This expectation is not about being demanding or entitled. It's about setting a standard for mutual respect and kindness. You attract and maintain healthier relationships because you recognize your worth and won't settle for anything less. One of the key ways self-love improves relationships is by fostering genuine self-awareness. Loving yourself involves understanding your needs, desires, strengths, and weaknesses. This self-awareness allows you to communicate more effectively with others. You can express your feelings and boundaries clearly, reducing misunderstandings and resentment. When you know what you need and are unafraid to voice it, your relationships become more transparent and fulfilling. Consider the impact of self-love on conflict resolution. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle them can make all the difference. When you practice self-love, you approach conflicts with a mindset of empathy and understanding. You are less likely to react defensively or escalate the situation. Instead, you can listen actively and seek solutions that honor both your needs and those of the other person. This compassionate approach transforms conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Moreover, self-love encourages you to let go of toxic relationships. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that drain us emotionally because we fear loneliness or rejection. However, when you truly love yourself, you understand that your well-being is paramount. You become more discerning about the people you allow into your life. This discernment helps you avoid relationships that are harmful or unfulfilling, making space for those that are supportive and loving. Self-love also enhances your ability to give and receive love. When you are comfortable in your own skin and appreciate your worth, you can offer love to others more freely and authentically. You don't need to constantly seek validation or reassurance because you already feel secure within yourself. This security allows you to be more generous and open-hearted, strengthening your connections with others. Additionally, self-love cultivates empathy and compassion. When you practice self-compassion, you develop a deeper understanding of human struggles, including your own. This understanding extends to others, making you more empathetic and supportive in your relationships. You can relate to others' experiences and provide the comfort and encouragement they need, fostering a sense of mutual care and understanding. Imagine the difference self-love can make in romantic relationships. Loving yourself means you don't rely on your partner to fill emotional voids or validate your worth. Instead, you enter the relationship as a whole, fulfilled individual. This balance creates a healthier dynamic where both partners can grow and thrive together. You can appreciate your partner without losing yourself, leading to a more stable and enriching relationship. Self-love also impacts your friendships. True friendships are built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. When you love yourself, you contribute positively to these dynamics. You are more likely to choose friends who uplift and support you, rather than those who bring negativity into your life. This selection process ensures that your friendships are sources of joy and comfort, enhancing your overall well-being. Furthermore, self-love affects your family relationships. Families can be complex, with deep-rooted patterns and expectations. By loving yourself, you can navigate these complexities with greater ease. You become more patient and forgiving, recognizing that everyone, including yourself, is doing their best. This compassion can heal old wounds and strengthen familial bonds, creating a more harmonious home environment. In professional relationships, self-love boosts your confidence and assertiveness. You are more likely to advocate for yourself, set boundaries, and pursue opportunities that align with your values and goals. This assertiveness not only enhances your career, but also earns you respect from colleagues and superiors. When you respect and value yourself, others are more likely to do the same. Imagine a life where your relationships are a source of strength and joy, where you feel understood, respected, and loved. This is the transformative power of self-love. It creates a ripple effect, enhancing every interaction and connection you have. As you cultivate self-love, you build a foundation of healthy, fulfilling relationships that enrich your life. In conclusion, self-love profoundly improves relationships by fostering self-awareness, effective communication, conflict resolution, empathy, and compassion. It empowers you to choose supportive connections and let go of toxic ones. As you practice self-love, you enhance your ability to give and receive love, creating a life filled with meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life enriched with deep, harmonious connections. Way 4. Promotes physical health. Have you ever considered how loving yourself might impact your physical health? The connection between mind and body is profound, and self-love plays a crucial role in nurturing that relationship. When you embrace self-love, you naturally prioritize your physical well-being, leading to a healthier, more vibrant life. Self-love is the foundation of self-care, which is essential for maintaining good health. When you love yourself, you recognize that your body is deserving of care and respect. This realization motivates you to adopt healthy habits that enhance your physical well-being. You become more attuned to your body's needs and are more likely to engage in activities that promote health and vitality. One of the most significant ways self-love promotes physical health is through encouraging a balanced diet. When you love yourself, you understand the importance of nourishing your body with wholesome, nutritious foods. You are less likely to engage in emotional eating or choose unhealthy foods out of convenience or stress. Instead, you make mindful choices that fuel your body and support overall health. Eating a balanced diet not only improves physical health, but also boosts energy levels, mood, and mental clarity. In addition to a healthy diet, self-love motivates you to stay physically active. Exercise is a powerful tool for maintaining physical health, and when you love yourself, you are more inclined to incorporate regular physical activity into your routine. This doesn't necessarily mean rigorous workouts. It could be as simple as taking daily walks, practicing yoga, or dancing. The key is finding activities that you enjoy and that make you feel good. Regular exercise strengthens your muscles, improves cardiovascular health, and enhances overall well-being. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to prioritize rest and recovery. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to neglect rest and push ourselves beyond our limits. However, when you love yourself, you understand the importance of giving your body the rest it needs to function optimally. You ensure you get adequate sleep, which is crucial for physical health. Quality sleep enhances immune function, supports mental health, and promotes overall well-being. When you prioritize rest, you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Self-love also influences how you handle stress. Chronic stress can take a significant toll on your physical health, contributing to various issues such as high blood pressure, weakened immune function, and digestive problems. Loving yourself involves developing healthy coping mechanisms for stress. This might include mindfulness practices, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy and relaxation. By managing stress effectively, you protect your physical health and enhance your overall quality of life. Moreover, self-love empowers you to seek medical care when needed. Some people avoid going to the doctor out of fear, denial, or a sense of invulnerability. However, when you love yourself, you prioritize your health and are proactive about seeking medical advice and treatment. Regular checkups, screenings, and addressing health concerns promptly can prevent minor issues from becoming major problems. This proactive approach ensures you maintain good health and catch potential issues early. Consider how self-love influences your habits and lifestyle choices. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you are less likely to engage in harmful behaviors such as smoking, excessive drinking, or drug use. You recognize that these behaviors are detrimental to your health and well-being, and you choose to avoid them. Instead, you opt for healthier alternatives that support your long-term health goals. Self-love also enhances your body's natural healing processes. When you have a positive relationship with yourself, you reduce negative emotions such as guilt, shame, and self-loathing, which can hinder the body's ability to heal. Positive emotions, on the other hand, promote the release of endorphins and other beneficial chemicals that support healing and overall health. This positive mindset can speed up recovery from illness or injury and improve your overall resilience. Furthermore, self-love fosters a positive body image. In a world that often promotes unrealistic beauty standards, it's easy to feel dissatisfied with your appearance. However, when you practice self-love, you appreciate your body for what it can do rather than how it looks. This appreciation fosters a healthier relationship with your body and reduces the likelihood of engaging in harmful behaviors such as extreme dieting or over-exercising. A positive body image also boosts self-esteem and overall happiness, contributing to better physical and mental health. Imagine a life where your physical health is a reflection of your self-love, a life where you wake up feeling energized, nourished, and cared for. This is the transformative power of self-love on physical health. It motivates you to make choices that support your well-being, leading to a healthier, more fulfilling life. In conclusion, self-love promotes physical health by encouraging a balanced diet, regular physical activity, adequate rest, effective stress management, proactive medical care, and healthy lifestyle choices. It also enhances your body's natural healing processes and fosters a positive body image. As you cultivate self-love, you prioritize your physical health, creating a foundation for a vibrant, energetic life. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life of optimal health and well-being. Way 5. Cultivates mental clarity and focus. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a cluttered mind, unable to concentrate or make clear decisions? Imagine transforming that mental chaos into clarity and focus. This is another profound benefit of self-love. When you embrace self-love, you create a mental environment that supports clarity, focus, and efficient decision-making, enhancing your overall cognitive well-being. Mental clarity involves having a clear and focused mind, free from unnecessary distractions and stress. Self-love plays a crucial role in cultivating this clarity by fostering a positive and supportive inner dialogue. When you love yourself, you reduce the negative self-talk that often clutters the mind with doubt and anxiety. Instead, you encourage positive affirmations and constructive thoughts that promote mental clarity. One of the ways self-love cultivates mental clarity is by encouraging you to declutter your mind. Just as a tidy physical space can enhance productivity, a clear mental space can improve focus and decision-making. Self-love motivates you to let go of negative thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. This mental decluttering allows you to focus on what truly matters, making it easier to concentrate on your goals and tasks. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to prioritize. When you love yourself, you become more attuned to your needs and values. This self-awareness helps you set clear priorities, ensuring that you focus your time and energy on what is most important. By aligning your actions with your values and goals, you eliminate unnecessary distractions and create a more focused and purposeful life. This prioritization enhances your ability to make decisions quickly and confidently. Moreover, self-love reduces the mental burden of stress and anxiety. Chronic stress can cloud your mind, making it difficult to think clearly and focus. However, when you practice self-love, you develop effective coping mechanisms for stress. This might include mindfulness practices, relaxation techniques, or engaging in activities that bring you joy and peace. By managing stress effectively, you maintain a calm and clear mind, which is essential for mental clarity and focus. Self-love also promotes mental clarity by encouraging self-care practices that support cognitive health. This includes getting adequate sleep, eating a balanced diet, and staying physically active. These self-care practices not only benefit your physical health, but also enhance your cognitive function. Quality sleep, for example, is crucial for memory consolidation and cognitive performance. When you prioritize rest and nourishment, you support your brain's ability to function optimally, leading to improved clarity and focus. Additionally, self-love fosters a growth mindset, which is essential for mental clarity. A growth mindset involves seeing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than obstacles. When you love yourself, you are more likely to embrace this mindset, approaching problems with curiosity and resilience. This positive attitude reduces mental blocks and enhances your ability to think creatively and solve problems effectively. Another significant aspect of self-love that cultivates mental clarity is setting healthy boundaries. When you love yourself, you recognize the importance of protecting your mental space. This means saying no to commitments and activities that drain your energy or distract you from your goals. By setting boundaries, you create a mental environment that is free from unnecessary stress and distractions, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Furthermore, self-love enhances your ability to be present in the moment. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for mental clarity, and self-love naturally fosters mindfulness. When you love yourself, you practice being fully present and engaged in your activities. This presence reduces mental clutter and enhances your ability to concentrate on the task at hand. By staying in the moment, you make more deliberate and thoughtful decisions, leading to better outcomes. Imagine a life where your mind is clear and focused, where you can navigate through your day with ease and purpose. This is the transformative power of self-love on mental clarity and focus. It creates a mental environment that supports efficient decision-making, creativity, and productivity, enhancing your overall cognitive well-being. In conclusion, self-love cultivates mental clarity and focus by fostering a positive inner dialogue, encouraging mental decluttering, reducing stress and anxiety, promoting self-care practices, and supporting a growth mindset. It also involves setting healthy boundaries and practicing mindfulness. As you cultivate self-love, you create a mental environment that supports clarity, focus, and efficient decision-making, leading to a more purposeful and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life of mental clarity and cognitive well-being. Way 6. Boosts confidence and self-esteem. Have you ever felt insecure or doubted your abilities? Imagine transforming that uncertainty into unshakable confidence and self-assurance. This is one of the remarkable ways self-love can revolutionize your life. When you embrace self-love, you build a solid foundation of confidence and self-esteem, empowering you to face challenges and pursue your dreams with determination and poise. Confidence and self-esteem are rooted in how you perceive yourself and your abilities. Self-love enhances these perceptions by nurturing a positive self-image and reinforcing your intrinsic worth. When you love yourself, you acknowledge your unique qualities, strengths, and accomplishments, fostering a deep sense of self-assurance. One of the primary ways self-love boosts confidence is by shifting your focus from external validation to internal validation. In a world where social media and societal expectations often dictate self-worth, self-love teaches you to find validation within yourself. You no longer rely on others' opinions to feel valuable or competent. Instead, you cultivate a strong inner belief in your capabilities and worth. This internal validation creates a resilient confidence that remains steadfast, regardless of external circumstances. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to take risks and pursue your goals. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you are more willing to step out of your comfort zone and embrace new opportunities. You trust in your ability to handle challenges and learn from experiences, which fuels your confidence to take bold actions. This proactive mindset leads to personal and professional growth, as you are no longer held back by fear or self-doubt. Moreover, self-love encourages you to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Recognizing and appreciating your accomplishments boosts your self-esteem and reinforces your belief in your abilities. When you love yourself, you take time to acknowledge your progress and reward yourself for your efforts. This positive reinforcement strengthens your confidence and motivates you to continue striving for your goals. Self-love also helps you develop a healthy relationship with failure. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your worth, you see it as a valuable learning experience. When you love yourself, you understand that making mistakes is a natural part of growth and development. This perspective reduces the fear of failure and encourages a growth mindset, where challenges are seen as opportunities for improvement. Embracing this mindset enhances your resilience and confidence, enabling you to bounce back from setbacks with renewed determination. Furthermore, self-love fosters self-compassion, which is essential for building confidence. When you are kind and forgiving towards yourself, you create a supportive internal environment that nurtures self-esteem. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same understanding and empathy you would extend to a friend. This supportive attitude helps you overcome self-criticism and negative self-talk, which can undermine confidence. By practicing self-compassion, you build a strong foundation of self-worth that bolsters your confidence in all areas of life. Imagine the impact of self-love on your interactions with others. When you have a strong sense of self-worth, you are more likely to assert yourself and communicate confidently. You express your thoughts and feelings openly without fear of judgment or rejection. This assertiveness enhances your relationships and creates a positive feedback loop where your confidence is reinforced by the respect and understanding you receive from others. Self-love also influences your body language and demeanor. Confidence is not just about how you feel internally, it's also about how you present yourself to the world. When you love yourself, you carry yourself with pride and assurance. Your posture, eye contact, and overall presence exude confidence, making a positive impression on those around you. This confident demeanor can open doors to new opportunities and help you build strong connections in both personal and professional settings. Moreover, self-love encourages you to set and maintain healthy boundaries. When you value yourself, you're more likely to protect your time, energy, and well-being. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect that enhances your confidence and self-esteem. It involves saying no to situations and people that drain you and saying yes to what aligns with your values and goals. By honoring your boundaries, you reinforce your self-worth and create a balanced, fulfilling life. Consider the long-term benefits of self-love on your overall sense of empowerment. When you consistently practice self-love, you build a deep-seated belief in your abilities and worth. This unwavering confidence allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. You become more adaptable, resourceful, and proactive, ready to seize opportunities and overcome obstacles. This empowered mindset not only enhances your personal and professional life, but also inspires those around you. In conclusion, self-love boosts confidence and self-esteem by fostering internal validation, encouraging risk-taking, celebrating achievements, promoting a healthy relationship with failure, and nurturing self-compassion. It enhances your interactions, body language, and ability to set boundaries, leading to a more empowered and fulfilling life. As you cultivate self-love, you build a solid foundation of confidence and self-assurance that enables you to pursue your dreams and live authentically. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with unshakable confidence and self-esteem. Way 7. Enhances emotional resilience. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges and wondered how some people manage to stay calm and composed under pressure? Imagine developing the ability to navigate through difficulties with grace and strength. This is one of the powerful ways self-love can transform your life. When you embrace self-love, you enhance your emotional resilience, empowering you to handle adversity and bounce back from setbacks with greater ease and stability. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations and recover quickly from difficulties. It involves maintaining a balanced emotional state even when faced with challenges. Self-love is fundamental to building this resilience because it provides a strong emotional foundation and equips you with the tools needed to manage stress and adversity effectively. One of the ways self-love enhances emotional resilience is by fostering a positive self-image. When you love yourself, you cultivate a sense of worth and acceptance that is independent of external circumstances. This internal validation helps you maintain emotional stability even when things don't go as planned. You are less likely to be swayed by negative feedback or difficult situations because you have a deep-rooted belief in your value and capabilities. This positive self-image acts as a buffer against stress and emotional turmoil. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to cope with setbacks. Life is full of unexpected challenges, but when you love yourself, you develop a more optimistic and proactive approach to problem solving. Instead of viewing setbacks as insurmountable obstacles, you see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This growth mindset, fostered by self-love, enables you to approach difficulties with resilience and determination. You become more resourceful and adaptable, finding solutions and strategies to overcome obstacles. Moreover, self-love encourages self-compassion, which is crucial for emotional resilience. Self-compassion involves being kind and understanding towards yourself during times of struggle. When you love yourself, you treat yourself with the same empathy and care that you would offer to a close friend. This compassionate attitude helps you navigate through emotional pain and stress without falling into self-criticism or despair. By practicing self-compassion, you create a supportive inner environment that fosters resilience and recovery. Self-love also promotes emotional resilience by encouraging healthy emotional expression. Bottling up emotions can lead to increased stress and emotional instability. When you love yourself, you allow yourself to feel and express your emotions in a healthy and constructive way. This might involve talking to a trusted friend, journaling, or engaging in creative outlets such as art or music. By expressing your emotions, you release pent-up stress and gain clarity on your feelings, which enhances your ability to cope with challenging situations. Additionally, self-love involves setting realistic expectations for yourself. Unrealistic expectations and perfectionism can lead to unnecessary stress and emotional exhaustion. When you practice self-love, you understand that it's okay to have limitations and to make mistakes. You set achievable goals and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. This realistic approach reduces pressure and enhances your emotional resilience by allowing you to focus on your efforts and growth rather than on perfection. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to handle criticism and failure. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you are less likely to take criticism personally. You can view feedback objectively and use it as a tool for improvement rather than a blow to your self-esteem. This resilience in the face of criticism empowers you to learn and grow from your experiences without being derailed by negative opinions. Similarly, self-love helps you see failure as a part of the journey rather than a reflection of your worth. This perspective enables you to bounce back from failures with renewed motivation and perseverance. Self-love also strengthens your support network, which is vital for emotional resilience. When you love yourself, you seek out and maintain relationships that are supportive and nurturing. You surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, providing a strong emotional support system. This network of positive relationships acts as a safety net during tough times, offering comfort and perspective when you need it most. Knowing that you have a reliable support system enhances your confidence in facing challenges and boosts your resilience. Furthermore, self-love promotes mindfulness, which is a key component of emotional resilience. Mindfulness involves being present and fully engaged in the current moment. When you practice self-love, you become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to situations with greater awareness and composure. This mindful approach reduces reactivity and helps you manage stress more effectively. By staying grounded in the present moment, you enhance your ability to navigate through difficulties with calm and clarity. Consider how self-love can transform your response to change and uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and adapting to change is a critical aspect of emotional resilience. When you love yourself, you develop a flexible and open-minded attitude towards change. You are more willing to embrace new experiences and adapt to shifting circumstances because you trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This adaptability enhances your resilience and enables you to thrive in an ever-changing world. In conclusion, self-love enhances emotional resilience by fostering a positive self-image, encouraging a growth mindset, promoting self-compassion, and supporting healthy emotional expression. It involves setting realistic expectations, strengthening your support network, practicing mindfulness, and developing adaptability to change. As you cultivate self-love, you build a solid foundation of emotional resilience that empowers you to handle adversity and recover from setbacks with grace and strength. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with emotional resilience and stability. Way 8. Fosters healthier relationships. Have you ever found yourself in relationships that drain you or leave you feeling unfulfilled? Imagine transforming those interactions into nurturing, balanced connections that uplift and energize you. One of the most profound ways self-love can change your life is by fostering healthier relationships. When you embrace self-love, you attract and maintain relationships that are grounded in respect, mutual support, and genuine connection. Healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Self-love is the cornerstone of this foundation because it enables you to set and maintain appropriate boundaries. When you love yourself, you recognize your worth and the importance of protecting your emotional and physical well-being. This awareness empowers you to establish boundaries that prevent others from overstepping and ensures that your needs are met. One of the key ways self-love fosters healthier relationships is by encouraging clear and honest communication. When you love yourself, you feel more confident in expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs. You are able to communicate openly and assertively, without fear of judgment or rejection. This clarity fosters deeper understanding and connection in your relationships, as both parties feel heard and valued. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to choose compatible partners and friends. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you are more selective about the people you allow into your life. You seek out individuals who respect and support you, rather than those who bring negativity or drama. This selectivity ensures that your relationships are positive and nurturing, enhancing your overall well-being. By surrounding yourself with like-minded and supportive individuals, you create a network of healthy relationships that contribute to your happiness and growth. Moreover, self-love helps you identify and move away from toxic relationships. When you lack self-love, you may find yourself tolerating harmful behavior or staying in relationships that undermine your self-esteem. However, when you embrace self-love, you recognize that you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. This realization empowers you to end toxic relationships and seek out healthier connections. Letting go of toxic relationships creates space for positive, uplifting interactions that support your emotional health. Self-love also enhances your empathy and compassion towards others. When you have a positive relationship with yourself, you are better able to understand and appreciate the experiences and emotions of those around you. This empathy fosters deeper connections and helps you build more meaningful relationships. By approaching your interactions with compassion and understanding, you create an environment of mutual respect and support. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to handle conflicts and disagreements in relationships. Conflicts are a natural part of any relationship, but how you handle them can make a significant difference. When you love yourself, you approach conflicts with a calm and balanced mindset. You are able to listen to the other person's perspective and express your own without resorting to blame or defensiveness. This constructive approach to conflict resolution strengthens your relationships and fosters a sense of trust and understanding. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to practice forgiveness, both towards yourself and others. Holding on to grudges and resentment can poison relationships and prevent genuine connection. When you love yourself, you understand the importance of letting go of past hurts and moving forward. This forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. By practicing forgiveness, you create a more positive and open-hearted environment in your relationships. Self-love also promotes mutual growth and support in relationships. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you encourage and support the growth and aspirations of those around you. You celebrate their successes and offer a helping hand during challenges. This mutual support fosters a sense of partnership and collaboration, enhancing the quality and depth of your relationships. Healthy relationships thrive on this mutual encouragement and the shared journey of growth. Consider how self-love impacts your relationship with yourself. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for all other relationships in your life. When you love yourself, you treat yourself with kindness, respect, and compassion. This positive self-relationship radiates outward, influencing how you interact with others. By modeling self-love, you inspire those around you to practice self-love and build healthier relationships themselves. Self-love also plays a crucial role in how you handle loneliness and solitude. Many people stay in unhealthy relationships out of fear of being alone. However, when you love yourself, you find contentment and fulfillment in your own company. This self-sufficiency allows you to choose relationships based on genuine connection rather than a need to fill a void. By embracing solitude and finding joy in your own presence, you create a stronger foundation for healthy relationships. Moreover, self-love enhances your ability to practice gratitude in your relationships. Gratitude is a powerful tool for strengthening connections and fostering positivity. When you love yourself, you are more likely to appreciate and acknowledge the positive aspects of your relationships. This gratitude creates a positive feedback loop where the appreciation you express is reciprocated, deepening the bond and enhancing the overall quality of your relationships. In conclusion, self-love fosters healthier relationships by encouraging clear communication, setting appropriate boundaries, and promoting empathy and compassion. It helps you choose compatible partners, move away from toxic relationships, and handle conflicts constructively. Self-love also supports mutual growth, forgiveness, and gratitude, creating a foundation for nurturing and balanced connections. As you cultivate self-love, you attract and maintain relationships that enhance your well-being and contribute to a more fulfilling and joyful life. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with healthy and meaningful relationships. Way 9. Increases motivation and drive. Have you ever felt stuck, lacking the energy and motivation to pursue your dreams? Imagine transforming that lethargy into a powerful drive that propels you toward your goals with unwavering determination. One of the most impactful ways self-love can change your life is by increasing your motivation and drive. When you embrace self-love, you ignite a passion and enthusiasm that fuels your ambitions and helps you achieve your aspirations. Motivation is the inner drive that pushes you to take action and pursue your goals. Self-love is a critical factor in sustaining this drive because it nurtures a positive and encouraging internal environment. When you love yourself, you believe in your abilities and worth, which naturally enhances your motivation to succeed. One of the key ways self-love increases motivation is by helping you align your goals with your values and passions. When you love yourself, you take the time to understand what truly matters to you and what brings you joy. This self-awareness allows you to set goals that resonate with your authentic self, making them more compelling and inspiring. Pursuing goals that align with your values and passions is inherently motivating because they reflect your true desires and aspirations. Consider how self-love impacts your resilience in the face of setbacks and challenges. The journey toward any significant goal is often fraught with obstacles and difficulties. However, when you have a strong sense of self-love, you approach these challenges with a resilient mindset. You see setbacks not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and learning. This perspective keeps you motivated even when the going gets tough, as you trust in your ability to overcome obstacles and continue moving forward. Moreover, self-love fosters a growth mindset, which is essential for maintaining motivation. A growth mindset involves believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. When you love yourself, you embrace this mindset and are more willing to put in the hard work required to achieve your goals. You understand that progress takes time and effort, and you are motivated to keep pushing forward, knowing that every step brings you closer to your aspirations. Self-love also enhances your ability to set realistic and achievable goals. Unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and burnout, diminishing your motivation. However, when you practice self-love, you set goals that are challenging yet attainable. You break down large objectives into smaller, manageable tasks, celebrating each milestone along the way. This approach keeps you motivated by providing a sense of accomplishment and progress, which reinforces your drive to continue working towards your larger goals. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to stay focused and disciplined. When you love yourself, you prioritize your well-being and take care of your physical and mental health. This self-care routine includes practices such as regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a balanced diet, all of which contribute to increased energy levels and mental clarity. With a healthy body and mind, you are better equipped to stay focused and disciplined, maintaining the motivation needed to pursue your goals consistently. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Recognizing and appreciating your achievements boosts your confidence and reinforces your belief in your capabilities. This positive reinforcement fuels your motivation as you see tangible evidence of your progress and potential. By celebrating your successes, you cultivate a positive feedback loop that keeps you motivated to continue striving for your goals. Self-love also promotes intrinsic motivation, which is driven by internal rewards such as personal growth, satisfaction, and fulfillment. When you love yourself, you pursue goals that are meaningful and fulfilling to you, rather than those that are driven by external validation or societal expectations. This intrinsic motivation is more sustainable because it comes from within and is aligned with your true desires. Pursuing goals that bring you joy and fulfillment keeps you motivated even in the absence of external rewards. Consider how self-love influences your ability to handle stress and pressure. The pursuit of significant goals often comes with high levels of stress and pressure. However, when you love yourself, you develop effective coping mechanisms for managing stress. This might include mindfulness practices, relaxation techniques, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. By managing stress effectively, you maintain a balanced and motivated mindset, which is essential for sustaining your drive over the long term. Self-love also enhances your ability to stay motivated by fostering a sense of purpose and meaning in your life. When you love yourself, you connect with your deeper sense of purpose and understand the significance of your goals. This sense of purpose acts as a powerful motivator, driving you to take action and persist in the face of challenges. Knowing that your efforts are contributing to something meaningful and important keeps you motivated and committed to your path. Moreover, self-love encourages you to seek out and create a supportive environment that nurtures your motivation. When you love yourself, you surround yourself with positive influences, including supportive friends, mentors, and communities that uplift and inspire you. This supportive environment provides encouragement, accountability, and resources that enhance your motivation and drive. By fostering a positive and nurturing environment, you create the conditions necessary for sustained motivation and success. In conclusion, self-love increases motivation and drive by aligning your goals with your values and passions, fostering resilience and a growth mindset, and promoting realistic goal setting. It enhances your focus, discipline, and ability to manage stress, while also encouraging intrinsic motivation and a sense of purpose. As you cultivate self-love, you ignite a powerful drive that propels you toward your goals and helps you achieve your aspirations. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with motivation, enthusiasm, and fulfillment. Have you ever felt stuck in a rut, unable to think outside the box or come up with innovative solutions? Imagine unlocking a wellspring of creativity and finding new ways to solve problems with ease. One of the most transformative ways self-love can impact your life is by enhancing your creativity and problem-solving skills. When you embrace self-love, you create a mental environment that fosters innovation and enables you to approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Creativity is the ability to generate new ideas and think in novel ways. Problem-solving involves applying these creative ideas to overcome obstacles and achieve goals. Self-love is crucial in nurturing both of these skills because it helps you cultivate a positive and open-minded attitude, which is essential for creative thinking. One of the key ways self-love enhances creativity is by reducing self-criticism and fear of failure. When you love yourself, you are more willing to take risks and experiment with new ideas because you don't fear making mistakes. You understand that failure is a natural part of the creative process and an opportunity for growth. This fearless approach allows you to explore unconventional solutions and think outside the box, which is vital for creativity. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to embrace your unique perspective. Everyone has a distinct way of seeing the world, shaped by their experiences, values, and beliefs. When you love yourself, you value your individuality and trust in your unique perspective. This self-acceptance empowers you to express your ideas and insights confidently without conforming to external expectations or societal norms. Embracing your uniqueness fuels your creativity by allowing you to bring fresh, original ideas to the table. Moreover, self-love fosters a growth mindset, which is essential for creative problem-solving. A growth mindset involves believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you embrace this mindset and view challenges as opportunities to improve and expand your skills. This perspective encourages you to persist in the face of obstacles and continually seek out new ways to solve problems. Self-love also promotes a state of mental well-being that is conducive to creativity. Stress, anxiety, and negative emotions can stifle creative thinking and problem-solving. When you practice self-love, you prioritize your mental health and engage in self-care activities that reduce stress and enhance your overall well-being. This balanced state of mind creates the ideal conditions for creativity to flourish. With a clear and calm mind, you are better able to generate innovative ideas and approach problems with a fresh perspective. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to collaborate and brainstorm with others. Creativity often thrives in collaborative environments where diverse ideas and perspectives are shared. When you love yourself, you are more open to collaboration and more willing to share your ideas with others. You approach brainstorming sessions with an open mind and a positive attitude, which fosters a collaborative spirit and enhances the collective creativity of the group. This willingness to engage with others and consider different viewpoints enriches the problem-solving process. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to seek out and create environments that inspire creativity. When you love yourself, you recognize the importance of surrounding yourself with stimuli that spark your imagination and curiosity. This might involve spending time in nature, visiting art galleries, reading books, or engaging in hobbies that ignite your creative spark. By immersing yourself in inspiring environments, you fuel your creativity and enhance your ability to generate innovative solutions. Consider how self-love influences your ability to think flexibly and adapt to changing circumstances. Creative problem-solving often requires the ability to pivot and adapt when initial solutions don't work. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you are more adaptable and resilient. You are open to exploring multiple solutions and willing to change your approach as needed. This flexibility enhances your problem-solving skills by allowing you to navigate obstacles and find effective solutions, even in uncertain or dynamic situations. Self-love also enhances your intrinsic motivation to engage in creative pursuits. When you love yourself, you pursue activities and projects that bring you joy and fulfillment, rather than those driven by external validation or pressure. This intrinsic motivation is crucial for sustaining creativity over the long term. Engaging in creative activities that you are passionate about keeps you inspired and motivated, fueling your drive to generate new ideas and solve problems innovatively. Moreover, self-love encourages you to celebrate your creative achievements, no matter how small. Recognizing and appreciating your creative efforts boosts your confidence and reinforces your belief in your creative abilities. This positive reinforcement encourages you to continue exploring your creativity and tackling new challenges. By celebrating your creative successes, you build a positive feedback loop that enhances your motivation and fosters ongoing creativity. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to integrate creativity into your everyday life. Creativity is not limited to artistic endeavors. It can be applied to all aspects of life, from problem-solving at work to finding new ways to connect with loved ones. When you love yourself, you approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, always looking for opportunities to infuse creativity into your daily routines. This creative approach to life enhances your overall well-being and adds a sense of excitement and fulfillment to your everyday experiences. In conclusion, self-love enhances creativity and problem-solving skills by reducing self-criticism, fostering a growth mindset, and promoting mental well-being. It encourages you to embrace your unique perspective, collaborate with others, and seek out inspiring environments. Self-love also enhances flexibility, intrinsic motivation, and the ability to celebrate creative achievements. As you cultivate self-love, you unlock your creative potential and develop innovative problem-solving skills that enrich all areas of your life. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with creativity, innovation, and fulfillment. Way 11. Promotes physical health and well-being. Have you ever noticed how your physical health seems to improve when you feel good about yourself? Imagine transforming your entire approach to health and fitness by fostering a deep sense of self-love. One of the most profound ways self-love can change your life is by promoting physical health and well-being. When you embrace self-love, you create a positive relationship with your body, leading to healthier lifestyle choices and a greater overall sense of well-being. Physical health is deeply intertwined with your emotional and mental state. Self-love acts as a catalyst for taking better care of your body because it encourages you to value and nurture yourself. When you love yourself, you are more likely to engage in behaviors that promote physical health, such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate rest. One of the key ways self-love promotes physical health is by encouraging you to listen to your body's needs. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you become more attuned to your body and its signals. You recognize when you need rest, when you need nourishment, and when you need movement. This heightened awareness leads to more mindful and intentional choices that support your physical health. Consider how self-love impacts your approach to exercise. Many people engage in physical activity out of a sense of obligation or guilt, often driven by societal pressures or negative self-perceptions. However, when you love yourself, your motivation for exercise shifts. You exercise not to punish your body or conform to external standards, but to celebrate and care for it. This positive motivation makes exercise a joyful and rewarding experience, which in turn promotes consistency and long-term commitment to physical fitness. Moreover, self-love fosters a balanced and holistic approach to nutrition. Diet culture often promotes restrictive and punitive eating habits that can harm your physical and mental health. When you practice self-love, you reject these harmful narratives and instead focus on nourishing your body with wholesome, nutritious foods. You develop a healthy relationship with food, where you eat to fuel and energize your body rather than to meet unrealistic ideals. This balanced approach to nutrition supports sustained physical health and well-being. Self-love also plays a role in stress management, which is essential for physical health. Chronic stress can take a significant toll on your body, leading to a range of health issues such as hypertension, weakened immune function, and digestive problems. When you love yourself, you prioritize self-care practices that reduce stress and promote relaxation. This might include activities such as meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. By managing stress effectively, you protect your physical health and enhance your overall well-being. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to establish and maintain healthy habits. Developing new habits can be challenging, but self-love provides the motivation and resilience needed to stick with them. When you love yourself, you understand that healthy habits are acts of self-care and self-respect. This perspective makes it easier to commit to habits such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep. Over time, these healthy habits become a natural and integral part of your lifestyle, leading to improved physical health. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to seek out regular medical care and preventive health measures. Many people neglect their health due to fear, denial, or a lack of self-worth. However, when you practice self-love, you recognize the importance of taking proactive steps to protect your health. This might involve scheduling regular checkups, following medical advice, or seeking treatment when needed. By prioritizing your health in this way, you reduce the risk of serious health issues and ensure that you stay on top of your well-being. Self-love also promotes a positive body image, which is essential for physical and mental health. Negative body image can lead to a range of issues, including eating disorders, depression, and low self-esteem. When you love yourself, you appreciate and accept your body as it is, with all its unique qualities and imperfections. This positive body image fosters self-confidence and encourages you to treat your body with kindness and respect. By embracing your body, you create a foundation for a healthier and happier life. Consider how self-love influences your ability to recover and heal from physical ailments. Recovery from illness or injury often requires a positive and patient mindset. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you approach the healing process with compassion and understanding. You give your body the time and care it needs to recover, rather than pushing yourself too hard or becoming frustrated with setbacks. This patient and loving approach to recovery supports optimal healing and reduces the risk of further complications. Self-love also enhances your ability to make healthier choices in all areas of your life. When you love yourself, you are more likely to avoid harmful substances such as tobacco, excessive alcohol, or drugs. You recognize that these substances can negatively impact your physical health and well-being, and you choose to avoid them as an act of self-respect. This commitment to making healthy choices further supports your overall physical health. Moreover, self-love encourages you to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, which can have a positive impact on your physical health. Enjoyable activities, whether they involve physical movement, social interaction, or creative expression, contribute to a balanced and healthy lifestyle. By prioritizing activities that you love, you enhance your physical and emotional well-being, creating a more vibrant and fulfilling life. In conclusion, self-love promotes physical health and well-being by encouraging you to listen to your body, approach exercise and nutrition positively, and manage stress effectively. It supports the development of healthy habits, regular medical care, and a positive body image. Self-love also enhances your ability to recover from illness, make healthier choices, and engage in joyful activities. As you cultivate self-love, you create a foundation for a healthier and more fulfilling life, where your physical health is nurtured and celebrated. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with vitality, well-being, and happiness. Way 12. Cultivates healthy relationships. Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel fulfilling and others drain you? Imagine transforming your interactions and connections into sources of joy and strength. One of the most profound ways self-love can change your life is by cultivating healthy relationships. When you embrace self-love, you create a foundation of respect, understanding, and compassion that positively impacts your interactions with others. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and effective communication. Self-love is essential in developing these qualities because it helps you establish clear boundaries, recognize your worth, and approach relationships with a balanced mindset. One of the key ways self-love cultivates healthy relationships is by fostering self-respect. When you love yourself, you recognize your value and demand to be treated with respect. This self-respect sets the tone for how others treat you. You are less likely to tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or toxic behavior because you know you deserve better. By maintaining high standards for how you are treated, you attract relationships that are respectful and supportive. Consider how self-love influences your ability to set and maintain healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your well-being and ensuring that relationships remain balanced and respectful. When you practice self-love, you feel empowered to say no when something doesn't align with your values or needs. You understand that setting boundaries is not selfish, but a necessary act of self-care. This ability to establish and uphold boundaries helps you avoid overextending yourself and prevents others from taking advantage of you. Moreover, self-love enhances your communication skills, which are vital for healthy relationships. When you love yourself, you are more confident in expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs. You communicate assertively and honestly, without fear of judgment or rejection. This open and transparent communication fosters trust and understanding, creating a strong foundation for your relationships. Effective communication also involves active listening, where you genuinely pay attention to and value the perspectives of others. This mutual exchange of ideas and feelings strengthens your connections and promotes deeper intimacy. Self-love also plays a crucial role in recognizing and addressing unhealthy relationship patterns. Sometimes we find ourselves in toxic relationships that drain our energy and diminish our self-worth. When you love yourself, you develop the clarity and courage to identify these patterns and take action to protect yourself. You are more likely to end relationships that are harmful and seek out those that are nurturing and supportive. This proactive approach to relationship management ensures that your connections contribute positively to your well-being. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to practice empathy and compassion. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others, while compassion is the desire to help alleviate their suffering. When you love yourself, you are better able to extend empathy and compassion to others because you approach relationships from a place of wholeness and security. You are not driven by a need for validation or approval, but by a genuine desire to connect and support. This empathy and compassion create a nurturing environment where both you and your loved ones can thrive. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to prioritize quality over quantity in your relationships. Rather than seeking validation through a large number of superficial connections, you focus on building deep and meaningful relationships. You invest time and energy in nurturing bonds that are truly fulfilling and supportive. This selective approach ensures that your relationships are enriching and aligned with your values and goals. Consider how self-love influences your ability to forgive and move forward. Holding on to grudges and past hurts can poison relationships and impede personal growth. When you practice self-love, you develop the emotional resilience to forgive others and yourself. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but releasing the negative emotions associated with it. This ability to forgive frees you from the burden of resentment and allows your relationships to heal and grow stronger. Self-love also enhances your ability to be present and engaged in your relationships. When you love yourself, you are more mindful and attentive in your interactions. You are fully present, actively listening, and genuinely interested in the well-being of others. This mindfulness fosters deeper connections and creates a sense of intimacy and trust. Being present in your relationships also means that you appreciate and cherish the moments you share with your loved ones, strengthening your bonds and creating lasting memories. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to attract positive and like-minded individuals into your life. When you radiate self-love, you attract people who share similar values and respect your boundaries. These like-minded individuals are more likely to support your growth and contribute positively to your life. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, you create an environment that nurtures your well-being and encourages your personal and relational growth. In conclusion, self-love cultivates healthy relationships by fostering self-respect, effective communication, and empathy. It empowers you to set and maintain boundaries, recognize and address unhealthy patterns, and prioritize quality connections. Self-love also enhances your ability to forgive, be present, and support mutual growth in your relationships. As you cultivate self-love, you create a foundation for relationships that are fulfilling, supportive, and aligned with your values. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with meaningful and healthy connections. Way 13. Enhances personal resilience. Have you ever faced a setback that felt insurmountable, leaving you feeling defeated and unsure of how to move forward? Imagine developing the strength and resilience to bounce back from any challenge life throws at you. One of the most powerful ways self-love can transform your life is by enhancing your personal resilience. When you embrace self-love, you build a solid foundation that supports you through life's ups and downs, enabling you to recover from setbacks and emerge even stronger. Resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from adversity, trauma, or significant sources of stress. It's about maintaining your well-being and continuing to function effectively despite challenging circumstances. Self-love is a critical component of resilience because it provides the emotional and mental fortitude needed to navigate difficulties and come out on the other side with a renewed sense of purpose and strength. One of the key ways self-love enhances resilience is by fostering a strong sense of self-worth. When you love yourself, you believe in your inherent value and capabilities. This self-belief acts as a buffer against the negative impacts of failure or setbacks. Instead of viewing challenges as a reflection of your inadequacy, you see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This positive mindset helps you stay motivated and focused, even in the face of adversity. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to practice self-compassion during difficult times. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding when you encounter failures or hardships. When you love yourself, you are more likely to respond to setbacks with self-compassion rather than self-criticism. This compassionate approach allows you to acknowledge your struggles without being consumed by them. You give yourself the grace to make mistakes and the encouragement to keep going, which is essential for building resilience. Moreover, self-love promotes a growth mindset, which is crucial for resilience. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. When you have a strong sense of self-love, you embrace this mindset and view challenges as opportunities to improve and expand your skills. This perspective encourages you to persist in the face of obstacles and continually seek out new ways to overcome difficulties. By cultivating a growth mindset, you enhance your ability to adapt and thrive in changing circumstances. Self-love also supports resilience by reducing the impact of stress and negative emotions. High levels of stress and negative emotions can deplete your energy and undermine your ability to cope with challenges. When you practice self-love, you prioritize self-care activities that reduce stress and promote emotional well-being. This might include engaging in hobbies you enjoy, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or connecting with loved ones. By managing stress effectively, you preserve your mental and emotional resources, making it easier to handle adversity. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to seek and accept support from others. Resilience is not just about individual strength. It's also about knowing when to reach out for help and allowing others to support you. When you love yourself, you recognize that seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are more likely to build a supportive network of friends, family, and professionals who can provide guidance and encouragement during tough times. This social support is a vital component of resilience, helping you feel less isolated and more empowered to face challenges. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to maintain a sense of purpose and direction, even when faced with setbacks. Having a clear sense of purpose provides motivation and a reason to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles in your path. When you love yourself, you are more likely to set meaningful goals and pursue them with determination. This sense of purpose acts as an anchor, helping you stay focused and resilient even when things don't go as planned. Consider how self-love influences your ability to learn from past experiences and apply those lessons to future challenges. Resilience involves reflecting on past difficulties, understanding what worked and what didn't, and using that knowledge to improve your response to future adversities. When you practice self-love, you approach this reflection process with honesty and without harsh self-judgment. You acknowledge your strengths and areas for improvement, using them as stepping stones for personal growth. This continuous learning and adaptation are key aspects of resilience. Self-love also enhances your physical resilience, which is closely tied to your emotional and mental well-being. When you love yourself, you take care of your body through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, making it easier to cope with stress and recover from physical and emotional challenges. By maintaining your physical health, you create a strong foundation for overall resilience. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to maintain optimism and hope, even during difficult times. Optimism is a crucial element of resilience, as it helps you see the possibility of positive outcomes and motivates you to keep striving. When you love yourself, you cultivate a positive outlook on life. You focus on your strengths and the potential for growth, rather than being bogged down by negativity. This optimistic perspective fuels your resilience, helping you stay motivated and proactive in the face of adversity. Moreover, self-love encourages you to celebrate your achievements and progress, no matter how small. Recognizing and appreciating your efforts boosts your confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome challenges. This positive reinforcement creates a cycle of resilience, where each success, no matter how minor, strengthens your resolve and prepares you for future obstacles. By celebrating your achievements, you build a reservoir of positive experiences that you can draw on during tough times. In conclusion, self-love enhances personal resilience by fostering self-worth, self-compassion, and a growth mindset. It reduces the impact of stress, encourages seeking support, and helps maintain a sense of purpose. Self-love also promotes learning from past experiences, supports physical health, and cultivates optimism. As you cultivate self-love, you build the strength and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges and emerge stronger. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with resilience, strength, and unwavering determination. Way 14. Encourages authenticity and true self-expression. Have you ever felt like you were hiding parts of yourself to fit in or be accepted? Imagine the freedom and joy of living your life authentically, expressing your true self without fear or hesitation. One of the most transformative ways self-love can change your life is by encouraging authenticity and true self-expression. When you embrace self-love, you create a space where your genuine self can flourish, leading to deeper connections, greater fulfillment, and a more meaningful life. Authenticity involves being true to yourself, living in alignment with your values, beliefs, and desires. Self-love is crucial in cultivating authenticity because it provides the courage and confidence needed to reveal your true self to the world. When you love yourself, you accept and honor every aspect of who you are, including your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and quirks. One of the key ways self-love encourages authenticity is by fostering self-acceptance. Self-acceptance means recognizing and embracing all parts of yourself without judgment or shame. When you practice self-love, you understand that you are worthy of love and respect just as you are. This acceptance allows you to let go of the need to conform to external expectations or societal pressures. You no longer feel compelled to hide your true self to gain approval or avoid rejection. Instead, you feel empowered to be genuine and honest in all areas of your life. Consider how self-love impacts your ability to pursue your passions and interests. Many people suppress their true desires and passions out of fear of judgment or failure. However, when you love yourself, you feel confident in exploring and expressing what truly excites and inspires you. You give yourself permission to pursue your dreams, regardless of what others may think. This pursuit of passion leads to a more fulfilling and purposeful life, where your actions and choices reflect your true self. Moreover, self-love enhances your ability to communicate authentically. Authentic communication involves expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs honestly and openly. When you love yourself, you feel confident in sharing your true perspective, even if it means being vulnerable or risking disagreement. This honest communication fosters deeper and more meaningful connections with others. People are drawn to authenticity and are more likely to respond positively when you are genuine and transparent. By communicating authentically, you build trust and create a foundation for strong and lasting relationships. Self-love also supports authenticity by helping you navigate social pressures and expectations. Society often imposes norms and standards that can stifle individuality and true self-expression. When you practice self-love, you develop the strength to resist these pressures and stay true to yourself. You recognize that your worth is not determined by external validation or conformity. This self-assuredness allows you to make choices that align with your values and desires, rather than trying to fit into a mold that doesn't reflect who you are. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to set and pursue personal goals. Authentic goals are those that resonate deeply with your true self, reflecting your passions, values, and aspirations. When you love yourself, you feel empowered to set goals that are meaningful and aligned with your authentic desires. You pursue these goals with determination and enthusiasm, knowing that they represent your true path. This alignment between your goals and your true self leads to greater motivation, satisfaction, and success. Furthermore, self-love encourages you to embrace your unique qualities and talents. Each person has a unique set of gifts and abilities that contribute to their individuality. When you practice self-love, you appreciate and celebrate your uniqueness. You no longer compare yourself to others or feel inadequate because of your differences. Instead, you recognize that your unique qualities are valuable and worthy of expression. This self-appreciation leads to greater confidence and the freedom to share your gifts with the world. Consider how self-love influences your ability to live with integrity. Integrity involves living in alignment with your values and principles, even when it is challenging. When you love yourself, you are committed to honoring your values and staying true to your beliefs. You make choices that reflect your authentic self, even if it means standing alone or facing criticism. This commitment to integrity creates a sense of inner peace and fulfillment, as you know that you are living a life that is true to who you are. Self-love also enhances your ability to practice self-expression through creative outlets. Creativity is a powerful form of self-expression that allows you to share your inner world with others. When you love yourself, you feel confident in exploring and expressing your creativity, whether it be through art, music, writing, or any other medium. This creative expression is a reflection of your true self and serves as a channel for your emotions, thoughts, and experiences. By engaging in creative activities, you connect with your authentic self and share your unique perspective with the world. Imagine the impact of self-love on your ability to form genuine and meaningful connections with others. Authentic relationships are built on honesty, vulnerability, and mutual respect. When you practice self-love, you attract people who appreciate and accept you for who you truly are. These relationships are based on a deep and genuine connection rather than superficial appearances or pretenses. By being authentic, you create a space for others to be their true selves as well, fostering a sense of mutual trust and understanding. Moreover, self-love encourages you to live in the present moment and appreciate the beauty of life. When you are authentic, you are fully present and engaged in your experiences. You no longer feel the need to put on a facade or worry about how others perceive you. This presence allows you to savor each moment and embrace the richness of life. By living authentically, you experience greater joy, contentment, and fulfillment. In conclusion, self-love encourages authenticity and true self-expression by fostering self-acceptance, empowering the pursuit of passions, and enhancing authentic communication. It helps you navigate social pressures, set meaningful goals, and embrace your unique qualities. Self-love also supports living with integrity, practicing creative self-expression, and forming genuine connections. As you cultivate self-love, you create a life that is true to who you are, filled with authenticity, joy, and fulfillment. Remember, the journey of self-love is ongoing, but each step you take brings you closer to a life where your true self can shine brightly and freely. As you embrace these powerful ways self-love can transform your life, remember that each step you take on this journey brings you closer to a more fulfilled, authentic, and resilient you. Self-love is not just a destination, but an ongoing process of growth and discovery. By nurturing self-love, you open the door to endless possibilities and create a life filled with joy, purpose, and genuine connections. We'd love to hear from you. What are some ways self-love has changed your life? Or which of these 14 ways resonates with you the most? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts and experiences with our community. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our journey towards a more loving and empowered life. Click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Thank you for watching, and remember to always love yourself first.